Hi friends. Hi friends. Good evening. Welcome back. Welcome to the 9 p.m. FB Live today. Thank you for those of you who are joining. And I'm here today to talk about a very, very important topic. As I said in the morning on my FB page, the root problem of India, right? The root problem of India and the solution, right? As I have lived in this country for many, many years now and have observed daily activities, how the businesses run, how the political system run, how the entire country runs, I believe it is high time that we address the root issues of this nation. Unless somebody takes this first step, I believe the change is not possible. Unless we start dealing with the root issues, we are not going to see this nation change. That's the small attempt I'm doing here. I'm trying to deal the root cause, the root problem of India. I've been asking several people today. I said, what do you think is the root problem? Some said it's the caste system. Some said it is economy. Some said it is politics. I don't know what you think, right? I believe the roots go much deeper than the surface of problems in India, right? Those of you who would be watching this, I am bringing to your notice, I believe the root problem in India is very much thing called fear. Amen. I believe it is the country that is moved by fear. India, such a beautiful land, a country of 1.4 billion people, right? If we can dream of something, we can all come together to attempt something. I believe anything is possible by 1 billion people plus, right? But this nation that lays below the Himalayas, shares border with Bay of Bengal one side and Arabian Sea other side and the Hindu Ocean down south, a nation that is home for 1.4 billion people, beautiful landscaping, right? But the nation is bound with fear. A fear that has kept this country bound for centuries, if not millennia. Right? This nation, is bound inside. That's why it's not able to rise up. It's not able to expand. It's not able to move forward. A nation, India, a nation that is utterly, utterly bound. That's what I see. Wherever I see in this country, I see fear ruling the PMO office. People don't have guts to speak. I see fear ruling all the CMO offices, every government office, every politician, every leader that stands out, failing to make bold plans for this country. Right? I believe it is the fear, the root cause, the root problem of this country, my friend. Until and unless we deal this root problem, yes, we have 50% young people living in this land, but are bound with fear. Just imagine if only they release to their fullest potential what can happen in this country. But this country is stuck with fear, right? The country of India is stuck with fear. Everywhere you travel from south to north, north to east, every part of this country is bound with some sort of fear. I believe that's what is the root problem of India, right? That is causing this country not being able to be all that this country can be. My friend, I believe there is so much more a country of 1.4 billion people can do. There is so much more movie industry can do. There's so much more the political leaders can do. There is so much more that can be achieved out of this nation. But leaders are bound in fear. Citizens are bound in fear. The entire country is bound in fear that you're not even able to freely dream something big, even for your family. The root cause, my friend, I believe it is fear. Fear. Fear that has paralyzed this country. The known history or unknown history, whatever it is, 5,000 years of Indian history, the progress that we have seen so far is literally, very, very low. I believe there is a root for that, right? The root problem of India, my friend, is definitely, one of the root problems is definitely fear, my friend, right? Fear kind of grips this nation. Every person living in this country is controlled and moved with fear. You're so scared to speak out. You can't boldly declare something, right? It's a land of sheep or something that you don't have voice to say something. Especially when we are now living in the COVID situation, we know the country, we know the how many deaths are happening. Why have we arrived at this kind of place? Is because the government was afraid to plan. Again, fear. Why didn't the government of India plan ahead for next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? Why haven't we have plans in place to handle, a string 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, right? And we are kind of somehow suddenly woken up to the reality today and saying, hey, we're running out of oxygen, we're running out of beds, and what have the leaders have done for the situation today to combat it beforehand? Why haven't they prepared for it? It's because of fear, my friend. They couldn't have the voice to speak it out. The fear of men, also an issue here, right? When you're stuck with fear, the root cause of this nation, I believe, the root problem of India is fear. Everything from the day beginning to the end, we are directed by fear. Every decision that we are making in India is moved by some sort of fear. I believe it is a horrible hold on this nation that need to be addressed and completely destroyed. We need to identify these roots and say where this fear is originating. Right? I believe there are roots again why this fear is controlling this nation. Right? But let's get this clear that the root cause, the root problem of India, my friend, I believe it is definitely fear. Right? 1.4 billion people, man, living in a country like this. How much potential, how much more that could be achieved, my friend. We could have built, bridges across oceans if we have thought about it, right? We could have long ago built a bridge between India and Sri Lanka, the real bridge. Right? I'm not talking about Rama Setu or something. A real bridge that could actually connect these two countries. We can't come up with those kind of things because we are stuck with poverty again, right? What is the root of poverty? Because we are so inactive. We don't take action. What is the root of it? Again, we go back to the thing called fear, right? Until and unless we deal the root issue of India, which is fear, my friend, we can't even speak out loud and clear. We don't have, we don't even speak it out clearly. Right? I don't know the roots of it, but over the centuries or over the millennia, that this nation probably had become so fearful that you don't even open up your mouth. Right? But that's not going to help. I believe the nation, there has to be shift in the spiritual realm, I believe. I believe there has to be a spiritual awakening or some sort of an earthquake in the spiritual realm that shift this, saying destroying the fear and replacing that with faith, my friend. Right? Until and unless we have this complete destruction of this fear in this country, right? We are afraid of politics, afraid of business. You can go back to the stupidity that we've been, you're even afraid to go out. If you see a widow, on the road, if you see a cat on the road, look at the roots that this country has. The origin of this fear, my friend, I believe are lies in the society, right? I believe they are ignorance that have kept this country, so bound in fear, right? Usually in animistic religions, when they're not exposed to the outside world, they usually are bound in fear, right? Look at I believe there is a tribe living in near Andaman. uh, those people are not exposed to the outside world. So when anybody try to land there, they try to kill these people, right? There is a tribe still living very close to India because they are so afraid that they will be destroyed. The fear of unknown has kept them. They live very close to India. They share border with India, but they are the most primitive tribes living in the world today. There is no civilization. They still don't wear proper clothes, I believe. Right? They're still far away from the development. Why are they far away? Because they are afraid. That's exactly the situation in India, my friend. Right? The fear of unknown, the fear that took hold of this country, my friend, with all sort of superstition, all sort of lies running around this country, right? Saying, no, this can't be done, that cannot be done, oh, you can't do this, or you can't get into politics, or you can't, all sort of things that have limited people because the root that is there, which is fear, my friend. Parents passing the same thing down to their children. Generation after generation, what are they passing down to their children? Is fear, right? The fear has gripped this nation. That is the root cause why we are not able to handle the COVID situation today in India. That is the very reason why we are losing so many people today, my friend. The very reason why we are not prepared for this, the pandemic that is happening right now in India is because we are afraid to budget the plans. We are afraid. We are still talking about, this portion of oxygen going there, this portion of beds going. We're not, why don't we plan ahead for 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Why not plan for oxygen plants to be established? Where is the action? We are even paralyzed in our thinking, my friend. You can't even think big because you're so crippled in your mind that you don't even properly open your mouth properly because the fear has gripped this country, my friend. Politicians are gripped with fear. You have so status quo. There's so you can't talk to the prime minister or a chief minister or a governor or a collector who are not doing their job properly. 99% of the population carries day in and day out with quietness. How in the world would you expect this nation to be transformed? That's not the answer. I believe the root cause that is moving these people so dumb and so silent is fear, my friend. The root cause of India root problem of India is nothing other than fear, my friend. If it is not dealt with, if it is not addressed right away, our young people future is at stake. The COVID is hitting the doors. Our fellow countrymen lives are at stake because the leaders are so paralyzed with fear that they can't open up their mind, they open up their voice and then speak out. They can't even address a press conference. I don't know, I think the Modi was known to be one of the PMs who avoided press conference for a long time. Why does he avoid press conference? Because he has no gut, he has no courage, he has no boldness. And that's the kind of leader that is placed on a highest position in this country, in a prime minister position, right? And many people still have this highest respect, highest regard for such kind of prime minister, my friend. What is controlling him that makes him avoid the press conference is fear. He has no courage. Can we have leaders like that? When you have leaders like that, this is how a nation is led, right, into calamity, right? So what is the root of India's problems? Fear. Why aren't the Tollywood actors, Bollywood? I mean, like, how much money these guys have? Can they come out and say something? They don't. They can't open up their mouth. They can't come out and, be real heroes in the society. What is stopping them? What is crippling? They are very good in punch dialogues on the silver screen, but in real action, my friend, coming out with the name, with the fame that they have, right? Why can't they open up their mouths? There again, the root problem of India, my friend, is fear. Fear, prestige, the false prestige. When the people are dying, you don't have what it takes to open up your mouth and say something, right? What is the thing that is root of India's problem? Fear. Imagine how many business owners are there in India. Can they open their mouth? How much money available in India? Is there not money in India? Absolutely, there is plenty of money right here in India. But why is it not solving India's problem? Again, fear. If I lose this money, I may not be able to get it back again. What is the root cause? Fear, my friend. You go on to survey every part of the country, every segment in the society. Why aren't the justice, why are the judicial system bold enough to confront many issues? Fear again, right? In every area, at every corner in India, fear is present, crippling this nation's development. Until and unless this is dealt in this country is not moving forward, right? We are not. See, we have the longest history, but we are still the backward country in the world today. Why are we there still? Because we are scared. We are afraid. We have the Himalayas there, but we are not the first ones to climb them. Somebody from somewhere else need to come and climb them and create a record. Then we start going there. Somebody from outside have to come and do something here. Then we cross those bridges. What is the root cause of this underdevelopment? We still don't have at least 90% of the literacy rate in India. Why haven't we met that goal so far? Again, fear. People can't talk. People can't, confront. People don't have what it takes to speak on the faces of the people. The fear that grips this nation. I believe when you're courageous, when you have boldness, when you have, what it takes to speak out, my friend, I believe, I believe the roads are laid for you as long as mouth is shut, as long as you're, bound in fear, your mind also doesn't work properly, right? Fear paralyzes all activity, as I said. That's why I'm addressing this issue. The root cause of India's problem, the number one root cause of India's problem is fear, mostly which has originated from believing some sort of a lie or something, right? Some sort of a lie that we've been believing it, right? Animistic religions, as I said, we don't understand how the nature works. When a thunder comes, we say that's a god. Only after science developed, we say, okay, this is the situation behind the clouds that actually brings this sort of thunders happening in the sky. So the knowledge that comes, right? So the ignorance that is present still, which is probably one of the roots of this fear of unknown. The religion that is present, practiced by many people. I'm like, is there a logic behind that? Is there a reasoning behind any rituals that are happening? We don't even think whether it is good or bad. We just blindly, because we are so afraid inside. What made the government to give permission to host Kumbh Mela? Somebody might have told them, if you don't do this every 4 years, or whatever the period that was supposed to be held, you may lose your power, or the country may experience some sort of calamity. You have all kinds of funny predictions that are coming in this country. You don't build your house this way, then you have something bad that will happen. India. All kind of nonsense that is been going in this country that has bound these people. I believe, my friends, it is time, as our young people's lives are at stake, it is time we deliver this nation from all this nonsense that has been there in this country. Everybody that is speaking all nonsense, I believe, must be arrested if they are not useful to the society, right? Because this nonsense that is going on in the name of whatever the belief system or the religion has to be filtered. The cases must be filed against them, because as they are damaging the country. The bold steps have to be taken. Even if it is a prime minister who is encouraging some sort of a belief system, if it is not helping the country, he must be sued for it. He has to be. Otherwise, the same thing will repeat, and the country will continue to stay here. Seeing the death toll rise, young people lose their lives with no future, etc. You can't take risk leading 1.4 billion people. Indians should be the most responsible people on the face of this earth, because we are not a small people. We are not few people. We are so many people. Whatever happens, if it's going to affect everybody. Look at the COVID situation that is touching, your loved ones. It has come very close to you. Who was the person, who's responsible behind all of this? Don't tell me you just go and wear your mask and then protect yourself. And yes, you do that, but how about the corporate responsibility? How about the entire nation? Because even though you have your mask, you're still at risk, right? There are certain things that the government must take care. That's why the people have elected and then kept them at that sort of place. To plan, to protect the people, plan ahead. Why don't they do it? They're scared. They're scared. They're scared. Such a big part. So they can't even think, okay, fine, you want to go to elections. You could have appointed a 1 lakh member committee or something to take care of the COVID situations. Is there a committee that addressed it? Second wing, third wing? Why haven't you planned it? Why haven't you planned and prepared the nation for fifth wing? Fifth string? What makes you stop there? You can't think so far because you're scared. Right? I believe it is time the nation addresses this very crucial issue that is laying at the root of India, called fear. I believe it is time that every citizen in India opens up our mouth and begin to question everything. Everything that is, bothering the society. Either it is helping, either it is not helping. Right? If it is helping the society, fine. If it is not helping the society, it must be thrown out. Right? It takes courage to take that sort of action, my friend. The very reason I am pressing it to you today, the root cause, the root problem of India's poverty, the root problem of India's corruption, the root problem of India's political system, administrative system, the root problem of all of this is called fear. And nation at once must start opposing it, resisting it at every level. There has to be sweeping going across all kinds of woods that are there. Tollywood, Bollywood, every actor, actress, every person, who has some sort of fame must be confronted and asked, what have you done for our country? At this sort of a time, fear that is leading people into inaction. At times like this, when people are losing lives, right? If we don't act now, then when? If you don't act, then who else? There are a lot of questions that need to be asked, right? I believe it is time that we all become aware of the root problem. Root problem is not poverty. You have courage, you will create wealth, right? Root problem is not poverty. It's not poverty. It is the fear. I know a chief minister, I think leading a state, who is just distributing money into people's accounts, right? What is his problem? I believe it is fear again. Fear that makes, that makes him to please people and makes everybody else to become lazy and then not to go out and do something, right? It is the fear that is moving people, my friend, right? It's not the poverty. It's not the poverty at all. If you are courageous, if you are bold enough, you will go across the globe and then get the companies into India and then, begin to create wealth for people, right? You don't just become a distributor, right? You don't become a manager. Your place is a leadership position. Your place is there to lead, to take care, to see people are empowered, not just get some money into their accounts as they are people who have some sort of physical inability. That's not your job, right? The leader's job is a different role. What is the thing that is moving this nation, my friend? Every CM, every minister that is serving, every leader in the society, the thing that is controlling this country is fear. We need to identify the sources of this fear, the origin of this fear, where this fear is coming, right? What sorts of lies are being spread in this country that has to be put away, right? That has to be put away. Like, we invent racket and we have some sort of lemon tied to that. I mean, does it make any sense? You're sending a racket to the moon and you want to tie some sort of, all these things that are tied up to the racket. The lemon is going to protect the racket? Is that going to help? Is that going to help? End of the day, the racket was missing. The racket that was sent from India was gone missing, right? It's time that we come to a reasonable place where we reason and say what is the logic behind. It is time, I believe, the young people especially would begin to ask questions, confront everything, oppose everything and ask questions and say, hey, why are we doing all this? Enough what we have done so far, where we have led this country so far, right? Over the generation after generation, over the century after centuries, these beliefs that have come into this country still crippling people, right? It is time that we say enough, and say, hey, it is time that we reverse them and say if it is not helping the society, it has to be legally sued and then send them out. Only then this country can be delivered, my friend. If we need to see a brighter India, if we need to see an India that is prosperous, a nation that is free to, dream and achieve their dreams, and to be, and to see every person become all they can become. It is time to see that people delivered from fear. The root cause of this nation is dealt thoroughly, once for all, that it doesn't repeat again, right? That's the root of this country, the fear, right? How do we reverse it? Only one way to reverse it. It is faith that drives out the fear, right? You need to live by faith. You need to walk by faith. Only then we can see this nation delivered from fear, right? As long as we still have this thing called fear, our system will run like this, the politics will run like this, and we just spend years on this earth passing them without seeing much change, much transformation happening in this country, right? It's a beautiful, India is, it's a beautiful country, right? Beautiful people, spread across a beautiful landscaping, right? We have so many nice oceans, we have mountains, hills, beautiful people, diverse, colors, languages, it's a beautiful land. But if this land is captured with fear, right, it is time that we see that giant is really taken down. Whatever that belief system that is, giving life to this fear has to be destroyed. The fear need to be completely destroyed in our nation. Whatever that is stopping your growth as a young man, as a leader in the society that must be addressed completely. I know no other person than the Lord Jesus Christ who can deliver people from fear, my friend. When your religion says, worship the tree, if you don't do it, something bad will happen to you. And Jesus walks out and says, he comes to a tree, and when he tried to find some, fruit in that tree, when he couldn't find the fruit, he goes out and then he curses the tree just to make a point that he has authority over the nature, even over the tree, right? When your religion is saying, if you don't worship the tree, then something bad might happen to you, then my Jesus goes out and curses the tree just to make a point that he's more than that, right? Jesus is the deliverer who delivers people from fear, my friend. You read the life of Christ. You read Jesus in the Bible. He goes out destroying fear every place, right? When people are bound in sicknesses, he delivers them. He breaks that fear, right? There is fear of death, fear of sickness, fear of men, fear of unknown, fear of, losing your name. There are all kinds of fears. And look at Jesus, a man with no fear, right? So where do you want to land if you want to be fearless and see the transformation happen in the country like India? It is none other than Jesus, I believe, my friend, because he only took 3.5 years to transform the world, right? It just took him 3 years because he was not afraid of people. They said that we have, he's never afraid of people. He is not afraid of the death itself, my friend. He says, I have authority to lay down my life, and I have authority to take it back. There is not one single human being on the face of this earth who have said that kind of statement. You go and verify that, right? He has made some of those boldest statements, and he saw them happen. He delivered the results, right? If only our leaders read about him. If only every leader living in this country really read and understand who Jesus is, I believe our nation could have been delivered long back. It would take even 3.5 years to transform this country. The wrong models, the bad models, those are the bad models which led us to this place of calamity. Calamity on the world stage. We are mocked today. We are insulted today. I mean, look at India, man. That's where we are at. Our Prime Minister is insulted. That's the place where we are today living in the world stage. Right? We are hanging our heads down in shame. And losing lives of our country, fellow countrymen in this country because of the wrong models that we've been, following in this country, who have not taught us, who have not addressed the root issues, who have not said, do not be afraid. That's what we see when, in the life of Jesus. Jesus, I think, he 365 times he says, don't be afraid. I'm not preaching religion here. You thought this is something foreign. This is untouchable religion. This is nonsense religion. You try to throw this aside. My friend, look at me. This is what had transformed the world today. The thing that we are trying to throw away is what transformed them. Made them to conquer the sky, my friend. You are still not able to rise above your house. This is what enabled them to launch missions into the space. Right? The words of Jesus. This is what enabled them to become, some of the greatest nations, to invent great stuff, to become, greatest civilizations to the known history, my friend. Right? We've been treating it as a untouchable stuff, foreign stuff. We don't want this in India. We want to burn this out of India. When you burn, then what are you doing here? You understand it? The root problem is something else in India, my friend. The root problem in India is called fear. And Jesus successfully addressed it completely and destroyed it in his life. If we can only read and understand, right? At every corner he conquered it. Right? That's why there is so much transformation. You look at Ambedkar and say, hey, greatest leader. Look at the inspiration where Ambedkar got. He got it from Phule. And where did Phule got it? It all goes back to the sayings of Jesus, who said all those things. Right? Jesus broke the cultural barriers between the Jewish people and Samaritans. You read the Bible, you have all the answers, my friend. The root problem of India is fear. The solution for that is faith, completely reversing that fear. Only then we can become all that we are supposed to become in this country, my friend. It is time. It is time that we don't waste our time shooting around, in different places. It is time we deal the root of India. Deal the root of India in our society. In our society, every corner, wherever the fear is there. You can't dream of building a bigger house because you're scared. You can't dream of buying a bigger property because you're scared. You can't dream of getting a better son-in-law to your daughter because you're scared. You can't dream of getting a better spouse to yourself because you're scared. At every level, at every decision, you're controlled and governed by fear, which is destroying your life individually and as a country. We are, the fear which is crippling, which is damaging the life of our citizens. It is time that we address this issue, my friend. It is present everywhere. This is present in this country, everywhere, every corner, at every place. This has to be resisted and sent out of our country, my friend. That's when we see deliverance for India. My friend, it is time. Every person living in this country, we take charge and say, hey, enough. It is time that we want to see transformation in this country, which only possible when you resist fear and begin to live by faith. Just want to lay down few things about what is faith and how do you live by faith. Faith, living by faith is, that you're not moved by what you see, hear, feel, touch, but you're moved by what God has said. Right? Live by faith. Live by faith. When people said, oh, it's impossible to build a bridge over an ocean, faith says, yes, it is possible. Right? When people say, oh, no, you can't get to the moon, faith says, yes, it is possible. Yes, you can get to the moon. Faith, when fear says, no, India can never rise above this mark. Faith says, no, India actually can become a toppest country in the world. It takes faith to say that. Right? That's what the Bible lays foundation. That's what the Bible tells every person to live by faith, not by fear. My friend, it is time every citizen in this country living who is concerned for the country of India, right, begin to understand this and begin to become a soldier, a warrior who is fighting against fear in this nation, so that our country experience transformation, right, at a different level, so that we see, joy, prosperity, filling this land, so that these tears that are there today can be wiped out, my friend. It's very important that we really deal this crucial problem in India called fear, right? Thank you so much. As you would go out and then begin to think on these things, I am praying that you would understand the roots and begin to transform this India, be a transformational agent for our society in India, right? Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. See you tomorrow.